Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners.
Oh, UV.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
And hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers Wednesday night stream. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great hump day. Let's go. It's Wednesday night. It's time to cover the latest and greatest in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes news and notes and give you a little bit of insight of what it all means. I'm your man with the plan, Ranger J 1999. Welcome you guys into another Wednesday night stream where we're just going to sit and chill with you guys and do stuff and talk about all the news and then do some stuff in the game. And yeah, that's what we do here. Glad to have you guys here on a Wednesday. Hope everyone is having a good week as we get ready to start getting closer to that weekend, which I'm sure you guys all have been waiting for. As a man true to my word, I have pizza. I have bourbon, which was provided by the skewers. I have ordered said pizza with lots of jalapenos and other things. And I'm going to put a little bit of hot sauce on there. And I am going to eat said pizza during the stream and enjoy it for you guys and drink lots of bourbon. And we will have fun. So if you're new to the stream, welcome. I'm a man of my word. But we are here to cover the news, and we do got some news to cover for you guys, but we're an interactive stream, so first thing I ask is that you hit that thumbs up and subscribe. That way, it helps with the interaction with the video for our content to get out there in the YouTube interwebs, and by subscribing, you get that notification letting us know that when we're going live with all our live streams, we do a lot of live streams. The other thing is we're in an interactive stream, so if you have questions you want to pose, pop those into the chat. Make sure you put the word question in front of your actual question statement, and we will get those scooped up. The reason I use that format is I use Nightbot as a filtering tool, and I use a filtering word, and it's pretty simple. Is question. So if you have a question you want to pose to myself or anybody else that might pop on the panel, you never know, then feel free to. So it's pretty simple. We're going to break down the news, but I'm going to eat a bite of this delicious pizza. Yeah. Burning immediately. So not only does it have lots of jalapenos, and I've been eating the pepperoncinis already, it's got lots of good hot sauce on there. So yeah, it's a nice burning sensation. Let's do it again. Yeah, burn. Little pain, little suffering, but I like it. As promised, you guys wanted me to order pizza, and I've got the pizza that you guys wanted me to have on the Wednesday night stream. Ordering it, eating it while we do our stuff. So get your questions in. And we will get to the news. So I'm going to pop that up there. Man, we got a lot to cover today. So the first thing we're going to cover is the content update. There's some stuff to cover here. On top of that, there were some boo-boos today from CG. We'll break that down too. So we'll get to that here in a second. I'm taking another bite of this very hot and spicy, very spicy pizza. Yeah, it's a burning. It's a burning. Nothing makes stuff not burn as much as when you drink bourbon with it. Adds the pain threshold a little higher. I did promise that I was going to order pizza and that I would eat it on the stream, so I'm a man of my word, and it would be jalapenos and everything else, and I would put the hot sauce on there, and keeping my word. I'm sweating. I am very much sweating. Yep, it hurts, but I love it. It's delicious. Yep. I'm literally sweating bullets now. Okay. Yep. Pain is real. Okay. We're going to get to this content update 3/2/2022 from our good friend CG Doja Fett. So, woo, I'm burning. Running his eye. It puts the lotion on the skin and the hot sauce on the pizza. It's not joking. Jack Gina's question: is the spicy pizza Mike Parsons from the Cowboys was selling at the Super Bowl? I wish. Okay. I'll eat some more pizza here in a little bit. Let's get through the news. Woo! Shout out to everybody in the chat. I can see already. We got Contingent, Dalton Miles, The Goodest Ever, Dragon of Destruction, aka The Keyboard, Ghost Track, my fellow Milcorian, Muddy Paws, Mr. Bone, Old Jazz, Noel Crook, Ronan Zai, Neo Venom, Jack Daniels, a man named after my own heart, King 77. Glad to have you guys all here. All right. Get the taste buds and the saliva going back again in my mouth. And I'm literally on fire. I'm putting the jalapenos and the hot sauce I put on there. Don't worry, I'll do another slice here after we get through this initial news. Ooh, Fatality 2, I'm the dad. Glad to see you guys here. Oh boy. I'm on fire. Don't worry, I'll do some more. You guys donated. And I, as I said, when you guys donate to something, I'm a man of my word. You should try Sing's Scorpion's pepper sauce. Sure, I got all kinds of sauces that I've tried, so I've tried some myself. All right, content update 3/2/2022 from our good friend CG Doja Fett Mini. It says, "Hi, Holotables Heroes. Today's update indicates the arrival of the TIE Echelon, a new ship that will serve as a dedicated tank for the First Order fleets. Additionally, Razor Crest Blueprints will have a new home. Ooh, Dark Trooper joins the accelerated character list. Oh, and Wampa gets an Omicron ability, and we have a smeltering of fixings." He said smattering, but I just wanted to say it like that. Keep reading for more info. Well, I'm going to, Doja. The news itself. So let's get into the news. We have a new Galactic Chase. Huzzah! The greatest event ever is back. To TIE Echelon Galactic Chase, as I said, would be back this week. We got the Star Fortress with about enough letters and numbers in it to fill a catalog. But we're getting the TIE Echelon Galactic Chase. First Order TIE Echelon has arrived, and just like last week, for a limited time, TIE Echelon blueprints are available as bonus rewards in all Cantina nodes. My eyes are watering, so everything's blurry right now. Head over and start earning blueprints for the First Order tank today. During the events, the drop rate for the TIE Echelon blueprints on each node has been scaled to Cantina Energy. Cantina battles rewarding bonus drops from 3/4 to 3/8. So starting on, Friday? Yeah, it'll be Friday it starts. New offers and shipments. We are updating the slots in some areas of the shipment screen to include additional offers based on player level. All right, so we'll see some additional stuff. Okay, I can respect that. Shard Shuffle, the Razor Crest. Oh, look at this. Well, my. Razor Crest blueprints have been added to the Shipment Store along with random drops in Fleet Arena Store. So you got the Fleet Arena and you got the Shipment Store. And someone was telling me that it was in Conquest Store, and I looked and it was in the Conquest stores as well. So if you're needing Razor Crest shards, a plethora of places to go and get those. Because I looked in the Conquest store, I was like, what is in the Conquest store? Let me just go take a look here real quick. Let me just check that out. Sure enough, I on this pool I've got you get some more blueprints from the Razor Crest with your bucks, or you can use crystals. So you got that. You got it in the ship store, and then you've got it in shipment. So a lot of you places get Razor Crest. It's the rise for those of you that have been working hard to get that Razor Quest. It is here, and you guys can get it. So there we go. All right. So good news there. Next item on the board. Dark Trooper. Dark Trooper has been added to the list of accelerated characters. This increases their shard supply and adjusts their shard up conversion rate to match. See the shard economy post on forums for more details. So basically it's double, then you get double drops. So Dark Trooper, for those that are really wanting to get that character up, and for your Imperial Troopers, here you go, baby. He's hit the stores new and improved and easier to get. So there you go. And I do highly recommend Dark Trooper. He is a fantastic character that has gotten me so many wins. It's delicious. Characters and ships. Oh, for more information on these units, check out the kit reveal and strategy guides below. Wampa Omicron update. All right. Then we have a buttload of fixes and then known issues. General known issues can be found on the development tracker here. Green Arena. If the game is closed in the first attack banners will not display on the victory screen after second attack. Note, this issue is visual only. The player will receive the banner. So be aware of that going on in GAC, but it's just a visual thing. Packs and bundles. Of course, we have the two. These ship bundles do not impress me. These for 20 shards for $19.99. No. Do not get this. Not worth it in my opinion. And then of course the famous rolls of the TIE Echelon pack, just like the other ones that are out there for rolling and getting, well, in my case, lots and lots of Swevens. So if you want to do that, you can. Now let's talk about some other stuff. Now the first thing we need to get into with the news about this is Wampa Omicron update. So Wampa got an Omicron. I'm not going to break it down for you. If you want to, go to the forums or read it yourself. You can see it's in the game now. The discrepancy is, and there's a post about this, there was a boo-boo when they originally announced the Omicron in Arena and Character Strategy. It said 75%, except when it came out today in the description it said 50%. Well, what the hell's going on here, CG? And we got a post from CG Dojo Vinif. He says, "Hi, Hell Table Heroes. There's a discrepancy between Wampa's kit description in-game and the one posted in the forums as part of Wampa's Omicron ability update. The in-game description incorrectly states Wampa gains 50% bonus stats, whereas the forum description states that Wampa gains 75% bonus stats. The intention is that Wampa gains 75 bonus stats, and we will correct the in-game description to state the appropriate amount in the future update. As far as my personal request that Wampa should not be considered dark side simply for trying to eat and survive in a hostile environment, no progress." Well, that's all right. You keep at you keep at that, Doja, which is fine. So for some reason, the kit itself is not displaying the correct thing. If you have already used the Omicron, you will get the 75%. So there you go. You will get the 75%. It's just so for some reason, and it happens, they put something out in the world and it doesn't, for whatever reason, and I have no idea why that happens. The kit's not showing what it should say. It's just showing the wrong information and could be affecting what the actual information is. So they'll get that fixed in an update here soon. So if you already put the Omicron on, not to worry. They'll get it fixed to the 75%, which was promised on the Omicron. And this one threw me off a little bit today because I was looking at that like, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be 75%. What's going on? So there you go. Now the other thing, and if you want to read the Omicron, it's in the Arena Character Strategy. You can go there, check out the Omicron itself, and there you go. Now the other big snafu today that happened, and we need to talk about it, is, and I'm going to pull up the game right now, is the store, the Shipment Store changed, and that's not the store. That's the hard note. So in the shipments, you notice that they added 6 new slots, or they moved slots. I'm not quite sure what they did here. However, you see that it's changed. Instead of being these ones here, which are the normal credit ones, they put this here instead as the first 6 slots, these pieces. So you've got some characters and stuff like that, some gear, some other things that they moved to the top. Don't know why they did that. Not really important. They just changed it up. which I don't mind. If I was trying to get Aiden, there's Aiden there and there's Aiden there. Hey, girl, what you doing? You can see that the Razor Crest is farmable now. You can see that there's Razor Crest sitting there. You can also, if I go to my store here, you can get it here. The only place I haven't seen it where it said it was going to be was in the Fleet Arena store, I think. And I haven't seen it there yet. So eventually, I'm sure it'll pop in if I was just to refresh or look at it. But let's talk about what happened here. So people, you know, went in here like they thought normally and just started clicking this stuff and ended up wasting crystals and not knowing that this change had gone in, and just, you know, muscle memory or just habit or whatever you want to call it. I can tell you my reaction when I first saw this, I thought I was in the wrong screen or the wrong tab. I literally went like, wait, did I go to this one? I thought I was in the weekly shipment or something else. I started clicking through like, wait, did I miss something here? And I'm like, no, they changed it up, and I had to scroll down a bit. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's either you added or changed some stuff in the store. Cool, okay. Now, I'm going to say this about this because it's just blowing up on the forums. I think CG dropped the ball. You got to announce this kind of stuff. People are habitual by nature. They just go there. They're not paying attention. And so anybody that did this and just put a ticket in, get your crystals back, you'll be fine. I mean, so there you go. Get your crystals. And, you know, hey, you know, things happen. CG, you got to communicate this kind of stuff. I'm sorry, but you do. You can't change the store without saying something because people kind of get used to a certain way. And before you change it, which you have every right to change, just give us some communication. I say, hey, by the way, with this new update coming up, this is happening, right? It's not that hard. A paragraph would have caused a lot of this not to happen, and you would have had less headache on this. Jack Neal says they're not refunding crystals. What source do you have on that? Is there an official post or policy that I'm not aware of that they're not refunding crystals? I just saw Jack Daniels write that. I'm like, where do you get that information from? I just want the source. That's all. The forum. Oh, they update that? Good call there, Jack Daniels. Well, let me see if I can find it. Event calendar. Oh, EA support. I'm not going to EA support. Sorry, guys. I'm not going down the rabbit hole. If that's the case, I haven't confirmed it myself, but if that's the case, that's pretty kind of shitty. I mean, listen, you got to announce this kind of, just people, not Dojo Chrome, just people affected. So they're saying that they're not going to refund. All right, that's a shitty move. Sorry, that's horseshit. Now, as much as you know, they have to, okay, listen. As much as the person's got to pay attention, and so they have a little bit of onus on themselves for not seeing this and not registering what was happening, you have an onus as well, CG and EA, on changing some shit and not telling somebody, you know, when they're used to something for, what, 5+ years, 6 years now, and you don't let them know and they just happen to click it by accident, give them the crystals back. It's not that big a deal. If your policy is tough titty said the kitty, especially if it's on a character like Baze or Shore Trooper that nobody would want, I mean, that's some shitty customer service. Just give people back their crystals. Now, I know they boo-booed, but if you want good customer relations with folks, don't screw them out of crystals when they weren't paying attention, but they weren't expecting the change that they had no idea was coming in. True, the player has a little bit of responsibility and onus to pay attention. For me, as soon as I saw this, it completely threw me off. But I can see somebody not really registering and just clicking, going, oh, wait a minute. So that's just a bad look, man. You can't do that. You can't, as much as I say the players have some onus, so do you, CG and EA. You can't be doing that kind of crap. You can't be changing stuff like, oh, well, tough. You know, that's not how this works. Just people back their crystals. That's a dick move, in my opinion. Because, you know, hey, accidents happen. You know? I mean, accidents happen, but you got to give people their shit back, especially if they get something that they didn't want that they didn't know that they were really registering on, because a lot of people are just habit. I mean, the only reason I caught it is because I'm always looking at it just threw me off. I saw the crystals. I'm like, am I in the right screen? But there are a lot of people, and and I'm like, okay, you should have been paying attention. But then again, you had no idea that there was any change. So why would you even be looking out for something like that? I just happened to catch it. So a little bit of responsibility on the player, but a lot of responsibility on the company to announce the change, right? And let people know that this is happening. You just can't change shit without any kind of, you don't do that anywhere else. Something new comes to the game. That's a change. You're announcing it. If you're going to change something with anything else, you announce it on the forums. So if their policy, and I have not confirmed it yet. If I'm not confirmed that yet. So, I mean, I haven't looked at it myself, but I'm going to take the word of some people that I trust in the chat saying that their policy is they're not going to refund crystals. Y'all stupid, man. That's a stupid ass move, man. Like, you got to work with the customer. I've done customer service and I've done customer relations. I've been a marketing manager. I've done all that stuff. When the customer, especially when, something like this happened, you just bite the bullet. It's just crystals, man. That's a bad look, man. I mean, and I was when I was reading the forums, I was like, God damn, y'all going crazy about this stuff. Okay, let's calm down a little bit. Y'all have a little bit of responsibility, player base. But I mean, they were flaming CG in the forums. But if they're not refunding crystals, flame on, I say, because that's horrible. That's a dick move. You don't announce something and then you're just like, oh, sorry. You don't even say, I'm sorry, we changed without saying, nothing. You got to say something. And I would say, for now, if that's the case, you need to talk to EA and say, look, our bad, we should have done this. Let's just give refunds back, because players were not expecting this to be the thing. They just go in there and click, and before they realize what they're doing, because they've been doing it for the past 6 years at the same time, doing the same thing with the same kind of habit, yeah, they have a little bit of responsibility to look at what they're purchasing. But when it's something along those lines, bad move, man. Damn. Jesus Christ. That's just a dick move, man. And I don't even know if that's CG, if that's EA doing that shit. But they're all in the same thing. And, listen, y'all know me. When I just take the position, I don't really give a shit who's right or wrong. I just think, this is the situation, who owns onus and who has responsibility. This is a bad move. So, I ain't going to defend you, EA, CG. If y'all policy is, nope, sorry, tough titty, then I ain't going to defend you. Y'all didn't communicate it. It's EA6 chat. So, okay, let's leave CG out of this then. All right, let's remove CG from the equation. If EA saying no, then EA, lick my ass. That's horrible customer service. Who taught you customer service? What are you doing over there? You know what they can do, EA? Y'all stupid. They can just go to Google and just get refunds that way. And then when your bottom lines are like, I don't understand. Why did we lose so much money with Google Play and stuff like that? Because if you're not going to do it, they're just going to get their crystals and refunds from in some other way. Yeah, stupid, man. Do some good customer service here. Give people back their crystals. Like, oh, okay, I see what you did there. But yeah, it's true. Weddle73, it's EA. Yeah, stupid, man. So this isn't even a CG move. This is an EA move. So don't be jumping down CG's throat. I mean, if that's EA doing that policy, say no, we're not going to do any refunds. Stupid. But then again, it's EA, man. This is the problem with EA. That's why I don't play any of their sport games or support them anymore. The reason I'm involved with Star Wars Scouts of Heroes, because the people I work with at CG, I got you. But I mean, damn, EA, y'all never learn. Y'all just don't learn. That's a horrible move. Damn. I mean, your first reaction is saying no, not even looking into it. I don't know why they moved the gear in the first place, Jack Daniels. Someone said in the forums that this had been requested. I wasn't really paying attention to it, but I don't mind. Listen, I don't have any problem with them moving stuff, right? Just announce it. This is my big problem. If you're going to do something like this where it changes the dynamic of what people look at, just announce it. It's not that big a deal. Just a paragraph somewhere saying, yeah, but just announce it. But damn, EA, y'all silly, man. That makes me want to eat another slice of pizza and burn my mouth with hot sauce and jalapenos that are on this thing. So let's cause the pain and suffering, because that's what we're feeling right now with this policy from EA to not give refunds. Y'all ignorant. Oh my God. Yep. That's making me feel better. The pain is causing me to forget about this. So, yeah. I was like, hey, if you want to flame them on the forums, go for it, baby, because that's a shitty policy. I can't defend that. I can't. That's a horrible move. I mean, that's like saying, I bought this product, but I'm not satisfied with it. I want a refund. No. Horrible, man. Yeah, you're right, Ray Rock. It's not the first time EA has given bad customer service, and won't be the last. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of EA's customer support. I don't understand their mentality over there. And I've worked with huge companies before, doing customer service, and managing accounts and stuff like that. And I would get on customers, and I would do everything I could within reason. Now, customer ain't always right. But I would try to be fair with them and like, so I'll do this and I'll do this. And, there's a few customers that just no matter what, they just want to watch the world burn. It has nothing to do with that. It's like, okay, look, I've been reasonable. You know what? It's a mess up. Here's what I can offer you, and I'll get this for you, and we'll do this. Which I think is fair, right? I always try to be fair. And most customers, as long as you let them bitch and you let them complain and then you hook them up, they're very happy. And you know what they do also? If you take care of them after a mistake, they'll come back. Crazy concept. Yeah. I'm really burning myself to death here. Oh! Yeah, but I did customers, there's a script and then there's training that goes on top of it. Like, okay, you've read this, the crap, what now? Oh, well. What are we going to do, man? I mean, that's a dick move. But, guys, if it happened to you, I'm sorry. I think you should get a refund. That's just me. But, yeah. Pubby, just go back and watch it. I don't want to get into it again. Love you, Pubby, but I really don't want to rehash that out. Mainly because I started eating very hot, spicy pizza as promised. And, my mouth's on fire. And I got more pizza to eat because I promised that I would eat pizza with lots of jalapenos and stuff on it with the hot sauce and drink bourbon. So I'm on fire right now and sweating profusely because I love you guys. No, you don't have anything to apologize, Bubby. It's just mainly dealing with just a move from EA, man. CG should have been, so recap. They changed the shipments, right? What's in the shipments? I'll show it on screen again. Instead of these first 4 parts, which are credits that you just go with there and are bronziums, and you just get that, they added these 6 new slots, which is totally in their purview. I don't have any problem with them changing it. Problem is they didn't announce the change, and what happened is after the update, people went in there not really thinking about it or paying attention. A little bit on them. There is some onus there. They ended up clicking these, right, and buying them and not realizing that until it registered that they were using crystals. All right, I kind of screwed up there, but you know what? It's CG's fault for not announcing the change so people were more aware of it. That being said, hey, no harm, no foul, just give them their crystals back. Well, EA is saying they're not going to do any refunds, which is just a stupid-ass move, man. They really need to get a class on customer service and customer relations. That's horrible. What's it going to cost you to give somebody the crystals back? You know, as far as I'm concerned, folks, if this happened to you, just go get some crystals back from Google Play or whatever you need to do, because that's just ridiculous. That's horrible. And some people, especially that are free to play, that rely on those crystals to do stuff, they don't just waste crystals. Dumb. So, quite a few people messed up. They just didn't register. They just, they just do this. They went here and it just bop. No, wait a minute. Didn't register. Okay. Again, you got to be a little bit more cognizant of your surroundings. A little bit on the customer for not paying attention, but mistakes happen. Things happen, All right. Boo-boo from the company, boo-boo on the player. You know what? Mutually, let's just fix it. You know what? We should have announcement, and you should have been paying a little bit more attention. But the solution is, here's your shit back. Here's the crystals back. Just, no harm, no foul. EA saying, no, y'all stupid. Y'all should have been paying attention, even though nothing was announced, and blah blah blah, and said no to no crystals. That's what I'm being told by everybody in there. The EA support is saying that. So EA just doing EA dumb moves. I mean, this is why they're one of the most vilely rated companies in the world. And now it's causing me to drink. I'm going to eat another slice of pizza. That was a smaller slice. I'm going to put extra hot sauce on this one. I got the jalapenos and stuff on it. And we'll go extra hot and spicy on this one. Here, let me drink some bourbon because that really helps the pain. And then, yeah. Very painful. Not gonna lie. Yep, I bit right into the jalapenos, that one. My eyes are watering. Yep. Yeah, bourbon helps. Yeah. Christ in heaven. All right, let me get to some of your questions. So we've been talking about that issue. Those were the big things. We got the Galactic Chase. Razor Crest is going to be farmable, or starting to be, in the stores. Wampa, they didn't get his kit right, but it will be 75%. And then this fiasco. Rework says, man, no, I just want to go to the grocery store and buy some pizza. I'm sorry, y'all bought this for me. I didn't buy it. Y'all said, hey, get some Pizza Ranger. We like seeing you suffer with the hot sauce and stuff, and get some bourbon. And I'm a man of my word. Sword of the Jedi says, how about they just add the new stuff from the ones that have always been there? I don't know. You're asking good questions. I don't have good answers. Well, probably, but actually there's some really good pizzas that you can get that are like DiGiorno and some other ones that are for an oven-baked pizza or microwave pizza. They're pretty solid. I mean, nothing beats fresh pizza, but there are some out there that you can basically oven bake, and they're really good. Woo, it's burning. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn. My mouth is really on fire. Oh, I'm sweating. Sweating a lot. I'm a little moist right now, not gonna lie. Got to breathe correctly because the fumes from the hot sauce and the jalapenos are just clearing the sinuses. Got the eyes watering. I think the earwax is melting. Ugh. Okay. Oh. Sword said, I also switched my mods after you got on me the other night. That's right, Sword. Make me a roster review and stuff. Yeah, the DiGiorno's is really good. So if you're gonna get pizza from the store, that's one way to do it. I agree, keyboard. I mean, we've beaten this one to death. EA's wrong. CG's wrong for not posting earlier and letting people know what's going on. And we have a little bit of responsibility to say, hey, pay a little bit of attention, right? And that being said, you know, the thing that outshines this is EA saying, no, we ain't going to refund. If that's the case, man. I haven't verified it, but I trust everybody in the chat saying that that's the case. That's just, I can't, I'm not defend them on that. You don't argue with a customer on that shit. There are certain times that, you know, the customer is wrong. Most of the time you try to work with the customer, and even if they are wrong, you try to make it right. It's just good customer service. Sometimes they're just wrong. Like, they're just wrong. And they're just trying to get over one on you. But when you've done customer service enough, you just know, yeah, this person's is baloneying me, trying to get out of some bullshit. That's the way it is. Vast majority of customers, there's just something wrong. The mistakes were made, and they just want a solution. They just want what they want. Or they want to be made right and made whole from whatever experience it is. So I don't understand it. But then again, we're talking EA here. EA can give two shits about any of that kind of stuff. And it's sad to say. I mean, you know, it could be so much better. It's disappointing. But I mean, EA's track record has not been the best on this. And I don't know why they don't invest as much money as that damn company has made to make their customer service better and to make, you know, make some changes for the better. They just don't want to. So, yeah. Toby says, I'm going to hop over across the sea to Italy and send y'all some pizza. Hell yeah! Emperor Hendra, the hands coming through for everybody. Pizza on Pubby! Hurry up, Pubby. I'll take just a normal cheese, pepperoni pizza, whatever is the normal stuff from Italy. Buongiorno, Pubby. Whatever you want to send. Just get your ass over here. Jeanette Baker, question. What do you want on your tombstone? I used to love those commercials. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go through some of the questions here. We've been kind of talking about this, but let's see what's on your guys' mind. Ask Ranger J 1999. Have I had any questions today? Yeah, we did. We've had two. One from Jeanette, one from Jack Daniels. Is that spicy pizza? Oh, yeah, that was from the Micah Parsons. Okay, so we're caught up. Good. But all honest, people just want to be treated fairly. Yeah. Like, okay, and this is the way this should have played out, George Fletcher. Person says, you know what, I screwed up, but you know what? Y'all didn't put that out there, so, you know, hey. And the company says, you know what, we didn't put it out. That's my bad. Yeah, you should have been paying attention, but okay, cool. Let's give you the crystals. Cool. I'll take the crystals that I spent. Cool, no harm, no foul. That's not what's happening here. Not only has there not been any acknowledgement that there was nothing put out, that there was some kind of boo-boo, but then the company's saying, oh, sorry, tough. That's just not the way this is supposed to play out. It's not. I don't get it. I'm just like, why? Christ in heaven. Yeah, it's just when you've got something. The shipments have been the same way for what? Since the inception of the game. You go in there and those first four pieces are, you know, credits, right? And then you buy them. You're like, okay, cool. You always get these four, and especially once they made the changes here, whenever they did, where, you know, salvage became a thing with the relics and stuff. So people just go in there and they get it every time that they're in there. We always harp about, make sure you get your salvage, right? You just click. It's 4 clicks and you're done, right? Especially when you're in a pattern every day. You go in, you log at a certain time, bam, buy the stuff, and you go check the other stores, and you go through and you get into certain patterns. So at that, I get it. You should have announced it, and then you said, well, we announced it. We'd let you know that this was happening, you know, so yada, yada, yada. But even then, once you announce it, someone says, hey, I didn't see the forum post, or you didn't post it in the game. I didn't see it in time. I went in, I made a boo-boo. Cool. Here's the crystals back, and let's just be friends and play the game. EA just said, nah, fam, we're burning this shit to the ground. Customer service, what is that? Oh, Christ. And there's still a lot of good things that they did today. We got the Razor Crest announcement. We got Dark Trooper getting the expedited treatment. You know, I mean, just we got the announcement for the Echelon, the TIE Echelons coming into the game as the Galactic Chases are the greatest event ever. So you got all that good stuff that you put in there, and there's a lot of good stuff. You had a little boo-boo with the Omicron for Wampa, but I mean, that's just wording. Just get it fixed. It'll be fine. Everybody that's using Omicron of that, hey. But, you know, mistakes were made. But, you know, you acknowledge it. Hey, you said it's going to be 75%. Cool, right? Oh, hello, Governor. But, and those are all things. And the wording on the Wampa stuff, hey, you know, I don't know why it's supposed to be 75%. It came out as 50. Shit happens. I'm not I'm not upset about that at all, you know, and they addressed it. But this stuff here with the crystals and stuff, goddamn EA, y'all outside your minds. Hello, Governor.
Hello, Governor.
Oh.
What's the topic of discussion?
Well, we're talking about the crystal stuff, so I kind of laid down how I feel about it right initially. It's like,
what crystal stuff?
Well, so
Speak to me like I'm hearing it for the first time.
Okay, so we had God, you're making me repeat this again, man. People wonder why I'm drinking lots of bourbon tonight and eating hot food. They changed the store, right? The Shipment Store.
Yes.
The first 6 spots wasn't announced. They just did it. Right, so nobody had.
Yeah,
any
they just
warning.
did it. I nearly clicked on them. Yeah.
Right, just from muscle memory. It threw me completely off. I didn't click on anything. I was like, "Am I in the right store?" I started clicking around, like, "Wait, what?" It completely threw me off. But yeah. So, you know, if
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So
I was very, very mindful. Because it caught me unaware on my main account, and then I played my alt accounts, and I was expecting it. I knew it was coming.
But yeah, so there's some responsibility of the player to pay attention to what you're clicking on, right? But so there's a little bit of onus there, right, on the player. However, it wasn't announced, so there's some onus on the company saying this wasn't announced, and after 6+ years or whatever, you know, coming on 7 years of being the same thing in the same spot, some people not paying attention, just, you know, through muscle memory, like you just said, you almost did it.
Oh yeah.
You know, you clicked. So, okay, my response as a company would be like, okay, cool. If you call and say, hey, I did this, can I get my crystals back? I would give you your crystals back, and then we're all cool. EA support saying no refunds. Like, what?
Yeah.
Really?
That's harsh.
That's ridiculous. That's such horrible, shitty customer service. I can't fathom it. I mean, especially because I've been in that line of work.
Here's the thing: we've all made. I know. I speak from, you know, personal something. I've done it myself. I've accidentally, I've been playing and I've been going through the stores and I'm on autopilot and I get the free stuff for the gold, and instead of stopping at that 4th tab, the autopilot kicks in and I basically end up buying 16 shards of whatever is the next one.
Right.
And I've done it so many times, but that is my mistake and I own responsibility for that mistake. These ones are completely different because the mistake would not have occurred were it not for them switching the stores around.
Right.
So yeah, we are, as players, we are fallible and can make that mistake. But what EA need to understand is the mistake would never have occurred if it wasn't for their error in the game in the first place.
You know, I don't understand that mentality. I just don't. And now I'm the skewer's got me a pizza and I'm bourbon, so I'm burning my mouth on fire, Nev, and I'm drinking lots of bourbon, which is making it hotter. So I'm really sweating bullets right now. Thank God the lighting is right now because I'm beet red. Ooh, that hot sauce and those jalapenos are really kicking my ass, Nev. I ain't gonna lie.
You had something hot and spicy recently.
Again, I'm eating hot and spicy stuff again. So, all right. Yeah, I would let you
ready to rock and roll on GAC.
Yeah, I mean, we got a good fight. I mean, you know how I am about GAC now. It's like, you know, do the best I can. As long as I stay in Kyber 1, I don't care. You know.
Exactly. Yeah, as long as I stay in Kyber 3, I don't care.
Oh.
But that doesn't mean I don't want interesting and competitive matchups. I still
I
want
still
that.
want to win, but I mean,
I still want to win. I still want to win a competitive match. I mean, I've taken more satisfaction from victories where I've legitimately beat a 3GL opponent against my 1GL, even though they've put 2 on defense and set work. I value that more than the 6GL that I beat, because I faced a 6GL relegate account, but they didn't put any of them on defense. They took them all on offense. So and I had executor and they didn't, so I won.
Yeah, mistakes were made. Yeah.
But if there's no way that I would have won that had my opponent not done exactly that one thing, the only thing that would have got me victory. So the 3GL victory, my first 3GL victory, was a lot more satisfying. You watched me get it. You saw the Palp Vader Mara machine on Ray, and if you also remember the other what was it? The other one was C, wasn't it? And I was like, I'm not going to get past this C, and you're like, yeah, put CLS in. I'm like, it's you're like, no, just do it, trust me. And then obviously once we got past C, we were able to clear him away. That was a lot of fun doing that one with you, because it.
Sir Loki says, "Glad you're back up, Nev." Hey, he's been up for a couple days, or Sir Locomotive?
I've been up for a while now. Yeah, I mean, I'm restricted space wise,
Sure.
like literally, little nook at the bottom of the bedroom.
Little nookie nook.
But it still works, and I can even get a makeshift green screen up. So because I kind of need the green screen. You need the green screen when you're sat in a cockpit of a ship, when you're not actually in the cockpit of a ship. So green screen, yeah, nice. So got the PCs and everything set up, so I'm happy.
Gundam says, question, not really. Ranger Scopely is pulling some of the same crap with MSF that CG is pulling with SWGOH. Because of that, Scopely lost one of its biggest content creators, Reminex. I'm sure they did. Listen, man, I mean, we're not going to beat this up anymore, but I mean, just give the goddamn crystals over. Seriously, it's not that big a deal. That's for people that are free to play, man. Just be cool, man. You're gonna hurt anything by giving them crystal back. Good lord, what a just dick move, man. I can't defend that one. And remember, it's not CG. That's EA. CG's mistake was our mistake. Players made. You weren't paying attention. All right, it happens. CG's mistake was not announcing the change before it came in, right? So that's causing the situation. And then EA, y'all biggest mistake is not refunding the crystals to give a solution and solve the problem that was created by both parties. So just give them the crystals back and let's move on. If not, enjoy the form burns, because a lot of times I ignore that crap and I'm like, no, you kind of deserve the heat and the fire you're getting. So,
yes.
Man, oh man. But yeah, we're just chilling, answering questions now. We've covered the news. I mean, the other thing was the Omicron on Wampa. It just came.
Totally getting it.
It was just worded wrong in the actual kit, and it threw me off. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I tested this 75. Why is it 50? And then Dojo, I read the post, said no, it's a mistake. They'll get it fixed. So if you put it on there, or you're going to put it on there, it will be 75%. So. Now, the Omicron for Wampa, I think if you're early stages of Kyber, or, I'd say if you're like, 6.5 to 7 or below, that Wampa Omicron is going to be really, really nice, because you face teams that, Wampa going to eat. Mm-hmm. That boy going to eat. Now, if you're in my position where you're like Kyber 1, you're 8.3, and then do it. That Omicron doesn't do a goddamn thing for any of us. No, not a damn thing. So
it's not as valuable to them as it is to me. To me, Wampa is just guaranteeing that solo.
Yeah.
You've had to double tap something on the front, and what you need when you see that back three, you just want to see someone that you can go Wampa solo.
Hell
and then
yeah.
You're back on with 2 teams left to take out the remaining 2 teams, and you're back on. Wampa can put you back on track and stop you going off tilt if you get a double tap on the front wall. Many a time have I been like, Yeah, and every now from time to time I put Sidious on the lead for the extra crit damage. It's just for the buffs.
Yeah.
From because yeah. So an Omicron for him. Yeah. I think I said it during JJ's stream. It's an Omicron. It's the first solo Omicron because they've made this Omicron specifically for a Wampa solo.
Puppy says she's thinking about geo cleanup. I don't know about that. If it's a geo cleanup, SLKR will destroy him. Luke would destroy him. Kenobi would destroy him. Maybe Vader. I could see Vader being possibly one. C for sure, because he can't link. Wampa's going to ramp up. He can't be stunned. C I could see if you have a C down. Ray? No. Geo Ray going to get ugly on that ass. Oh, man. She's, we'll see how it plays out. I mean, just for me, I mean, it's just not an Omicron. But I can see other people, and I think you'll get good value out of the Omicron. The goodest ever says, do you think CG will give the people 200 crystals and 1 Clone Wars Chewbacca shards? No. I mean, if they did, that would be even a worse move than just give people their crystals back. It's not rocket science.
It's not. I mean, it's literally, it's very, very basic.
That's so
people
basic,
have been doing it since, forever. Reversing an exchange. That's all it is. That's all it is. Let's just admit, fella, let's just admit that we were both wrong. And we reverse everything. You take your shards back, I take my crystal. It's so basic.
It's just basic customer service, man. I mean, I don't know where people were taught customer service, but it sure wasn't by anybody I know. And I've learned from some pretty decent folks, big names that I was trained under.
I mean, it is a calamity. You can't. That's not the kind of reaction you want going.
No,
public. The PR is just the PR. The PR alone. For something as simple as not doing a refund. Just swapping around a transaction. It boggles the mind. It's like it's the most reasonable thing in the terms and conditions of anything.
I know.
That there's. I mean, how many products have got cooling off periods?
Sure, for that reason.
And it's like things like this. I would legitimately argue that cooling off period still stands. It's like whoa. If it's instantly, then yeah. So I think EA are really shooting themselves in the foot with this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good PR. Not good PR.
Yeah. The other thing I think you weren't here now. TIE Echelons getting the Galactic Chase. I'm sure you knew that. And then yeah, got the same packs. Don't buy the $20 pack. Not worth it.
I'll get the from doing, because I do 100 refreshes every single day anyway.
Yeah.
Because I'm farming the legends at the moment, so 300 crystals a day. Doing that got me to a 3-star resistance bomber, so I'm expecting roughly the same thing again.
Yeah,
I'll get it to 3 stars, and then I'll just sit and wait for it to hit the
free to play.
The free to play because here's the thing: there's nothing to farm in Fleet, so both the ships will be farmable at the same time, and they'll both be on 2 fleet nodes. So it's just nice to have something in there again, and hopefully as they introduce more and more ships into the game, more ships on more nodes to farm. When you've come to the end of a rope and you're it's a downward spiral unless you do something, and that is when everyone's got everything. When everyone's got everything and there's nothing, it's like just high risk of stagnation, So yeah, more ships, get them in here, get them in here faster. I think.
Isaac Jeff says hi. Hey Isaac, how's it going? Jeanette Baker says, what about the upcoming double drop event? What double drop event?
Apparently there's a double drop event. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me see if I've got the dates. Hang on. 14th to the 18th.
Oh, really? Okay.
Uh-huh.
That'll be nice. So I'm causing myself more pain. Mm-hmm. A lot of pain. A lot of pain. Got to breathe in. Got to take it a step at a time. You know, it starts here, and then it goes to here, and then it goes here, you know.
What have you been eating again that is so spicy?
So I've got the pepperoncinis from Papa John's, which are hot. Then I got the pizza with the jalapenos and stuff. Then I'm putting hot sauce on that, and then eating those. So I'm quadrupling the hotness at one time.
Ah, right, okay. See, I've just got some cheese knickknacks. We call these knickknacks in the UK.
Those are crisp.
We call those knickknack crisps.
Mr. Bones says SWGOH event server dead of mine. Okay. Good catch on that one. That's why I was like, what double drops? Where? Old Joss's question is Durance viable for fleet combatants in Lightside GB Phase 1-2? If so, any preferred lineups or great recommendations? Is Endurance viable for fleet combatants?
Never seen anybody do it.
No.
Lightside TV, most people use Galactic Republic and Empire. Sorry, Rebels. Galactic Republic and Rebels. They don't really go.
It's not Endurance. Yeah, Endurance ain't going to do it.
Resistance.
It doesn't have what you need to do it.
No.
Not in Phase 1 or 2. Even if you have all the GR ships, it's just you could pull it off, but man, you have to get some crazy RNG. You have to get some crazy RNG. Someone had a question earlier. I'm going back through. I think it was about Starkiller. It didn't register, and I don't know why. Someone asked about what's the best Starkiller team and/or lineup. I'm looking for it because I'm not seeing it in the line. I thought I saw that question, but it's not popping up in the logs. Let me check again.
Which GLs is it that Starkiller teams can beat again?
No, it was like, what's the best lineup? Or something related to Starkiller. I'm looking for it right now. I remember seeing that, but YouTube chat, man. Who was that? Fatality V2. What is the best Starkiller lineup? There it is. I thought I saw it. It didn't register. Man, look, I remember that, man. I got you, Fatality V2. All right, so let me claim my energy here real quick. I'll show you the team that I'm using, and you can use this team on offense, defense, in my opinion, that we're running right now. Everything's subject to change. So for right now, the best Starkiller lineup, in my opinion, and there's some changes, there's some flexibility with this too, but the one I'm using is Palpatine lead with Starkiller, Visas Mar, Mara Jade, and General Kenobi. Now, because of the bonuses from Starkiller, this team is just gross. Mara Jade, I've got her at 360 speed, but she gets 70 speed from if you meet all the requirements, right? So that's bumping her up to about 430 speed. And this team is just, it's sick. It is absolutely sick. It is a nightmare on defense. Can be taken down though. It's not perfect by any means. But yeah, this is there. And I've seen Bear's been using here. I've seen Old Ben instead of Kenobi. I've seen some other pieces here and there. I think this is the best bang for your buck right here. It's Visas, Mara Jade, Kenobi, Starkiller, and Palpatine. Very fast Mara Jade. Visas, you just need a bunch of health and survivability on. Starkill's offense, Kenobi's tanky, right? Palpatine's, potency, shit like that. But it's not a hard team to mod. You just want as much speed on Mary Jade because she's the one that gets that team going. And you're getting that call and assist with Starkiller and Palpatine. It's really nice, man. I really like this lead. Some people have used Barris lead. I prefer this team leaps and bounds over anyone I've seen. So if you're going to pick a team, this is the one to go for. You also see above that, we also got the Fennec team up and running. So that's Fennec with Quill, IG, Dadbod, Boba Fett, and Beskar Mando. And we've gone Fennec lead. And this is going to be our Lord Vader killer team right there, baby. It's up and running. I have some modding to finish up on Fennec, Nav, but it's sexy. It's a poser.
That does look very sexy.
Yes, it does.
Very.
So those are the two new teams we
sexy.
got up and running. And then, of course, we have the Iden team up and running. But I've got to get the other characters on that team relicked. But we've made a judgment call. Nev, I'm just saving all my stuff to relic JML, and Piet. We're going to take them both to relic 9. And if you would like to donate to the Ranger J, $19.99 is eating hot, spicy pizza, which you guys donated for. Appreciate it. And drinking tons of bourbon, which is making the hotness even worse. But mainly to get the relic 9 pieces for Piet and JML. You can donate to the PayPal linked in the description. And you can donate to the Ranger J, $19.99 Relic 9 and burn in his mouth for the fans' fun. That's what I call it. It used to be the hookers and blow, but those days are over now. I've given up on the idea that I will ever get hookers and blow. So if you want to donate to that, feel free. Just like with the bourbon and the pizza. God, my mouth's on fire. I spend it on what you guys tell me to. I mainly work for tips. All right. You're welcome, Fatality. I know. I remember seeing that. I'm like, I know someone asked me about Starkiller. But who was it? I was like, where is that? Like, I know they're out there, Nev. I can hear them. I smell them. I can't see them, but I know they're there. It's too quiet. All right, so get your questions in. If you have any questions, feel free to pop those in. I do not need those chirotecs. I need the other chirotecs. Let's see how many I get. Not a full 20 roll, but all right, we got 3. Hey, it's better than 0. Mr. Bones says, plus you only need 1 copy of Hookers and Blow, LOL. No, it's a lifetime addiction, Hookers and Blow. But I've given up on that. So I think we've covered the news. Not a ton of news. There is some news, Nev, and we're back in a normal cycle of everything, of GAC and TWs and TBs, and, we got Omicron. So, yeah.
I'm looking forward to using my Princess Leia Omicron.
Oh, on that CLS team I told you about? I'm telling you, dude, that's going to be delicious.
I am so looking forward to
Let
using.
me know.
I could use it now, but
yeah,
no. I'm so looking for. It's gonna be wild. I just dumped C-3PO on my Padme defense team, so whatever.
I got one more slice of pizza to go through. I'm pacing myself here now. I'm preparing myself because this eye right here just keeps watering and won't stop. So I'm just constantly doing this. The goodest ever is this question. What is the best Rebel fleet lineup? Pretty standard.
Depends who your opponent is.
Yeah, it depends on what you're facing. But I mean, typical on average fleet is the aluminum Falcon with Biggs. If you don't have Y-Wing. If you have Y-Wing, you can go Biggs and Y-Wing. But Biggs and then Biston is the other one that's in there. Or you go 2 tanks. You go the Millennium Falcon with the Y-Wingus and the Biggs X-Wing, and then always goes Phantom as your reinforcement. You can go Cassian reinforcement, and then, and there's play with that lineup, but that's pretty standard what you'll see. It's your basic lineup is the Millennium Falcon with Biggs if you don't have Y-Wing, but if not, then Y-Wing with like Biston or Biggs in Y-Wing or Biggs and Biston, something along those lines. That's a pretty standard variations that you see with that. And then the reinforcements are still the same. You're still gonna bring Ghost, Phantom, that kind of stuff.
It's gonna go. That Rebel team's gonna go nuts in 2023 when we get Red 5.
I know, right? Yeah, Rework says Hans, Falcon, Biston, Y-Wing. Yeah, I've seen some. I'm just getting the different variations, but Rework is correct.
The fleet raid that they give us next year, and that will be the reward.
Sure, let's just have hopes for that.
I think the Return of the Jedi celebrations next year are going to be
fully armed and operational battle station. You may fire when ready. Actually, I use that line.
Celebration on this year?
Yeah, there is a celebration this year. I was just thinking, I did that today. I cleaned up an executor team with Y-Wing, Biggs, Falcon, and then the reinforcements. I went with those first.
I've cleaned it up with Bistan, Y-Wing, MILF before, but I've also seen that go down in absolute flames when the Millennium Falcon gets targeted.
Old Joss, I can just tell you that it's not 0, but as close to 0 as possible right now. Two things that Crumb said. Very low probability of Porkins. Very low probability of Jar Jar anytime soon, so don't get your hopes up. Relic Hack Bar helps you go first. That's true. I've got to work on this fleet, but I got to get these other characters and teams done first, and then I'll go into fleets, because I'm okay on fleets right now. I'd love to get my rebels up a little bit. There's a couple that, like the casting ship and SRP Biston, get those characters.
I would love to get those, but there's just too many other things important.
No, I mean I'm trying to get my ground forces in sync and good to go before I go farting around with the ships. Because once I commit to ships, it's going to be, again, it's relic material, but once I made up my mind, that we're going to take JML and Piet to Relic 9. It's like, okay, we're in like Flynn, baby. We're doing this. We're doing this shit. I'm preparing my guys. I said I'd eat the pizza with the hot sauce and the bourbon. I just have one more slice. Just trying to get in the mentality. I went for this eye to stop watering.
So has your opponent started attacking it?
Oh, we can go look real quick. I mean, I'm not going to do my GSC tonight. We'll do it tomorrow. But I don't think so. Last time I looked, he hadn't. Oh, he has started. And did not go well. Okay. Went after Ray, and Ray... well, the Queen of D has come through there, Nev. That's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. That's a good start for us. God bless him.
For you. Roll.
Ray. She's so powerful and sexy. All right. So,
See, when you do your GAC in the morning, you're going to be instantly more relaxed.
I know. I'm just going to be like, let's smoke some weed, y'all. Let's just get high. Yeah, I can't want to get high. Darth Rocky question: what are the ideal GAC splits for troopers, considering Iden has at a third viable imp team? Well, it's really 2 imp teams. Top 3 people would well on Porkins, Jar Jar, Jabba. I am not one of those, so no. He tried to gas it, guaranteed. BB-8 and R2 mess up gas. Well, good luck. Let's see here. Imperial Troopers, you say? It's really 2 teams, right? Now, caveat for mine is Gideon I use in Treya team. If you need the speed, you can put this on your trooper team. You can go Veers lead with Gideon, Piet, Dark Trooper. Depending on who you're facing, you can throw Range or Death Trooper into that mix, right? But that's kind of what you're doing. Or you go Stark, right? Piet, Stark, Veers, Dark Trooper, Death, Range, depending on what you're facing. I like Death Trooper when I'm doing Darth Revan, because that, as soon as you get that first kill, that death mark on Malik is like, you die now, bye-bye. The other, and those are a little bit of the combinations. Now, you can run Iden. The 3 that are out is Dark Trooper, Gideon, Veers. You cannot run those 3 in that lineup because they have leadership, and plus cyborgs are not allowed with Iden. So the team I'm going to be running is Iden, Stormtrooper, Magma Trooper, Snow Trooper, and then probably Ranger Death. It depends on what I'm using it for. Those two will be the flax. Shore Trooper is going to stay with my Vader, and I got to get him relicked up. Now all these troopers are getting relicked, and then Iden I'm going to take up. You can also substitute in Veer, especially if you're using Gideon. I'm sorry, Stark. Keep Gideon on your main team if you need, especially if you need that first move and you need that speed. Put Stark with your Iden. That's a nice little boost there too. So you can go Iden, Stark, Magma, Snow, and then Shore, Range, or Death Trooper is your other options. So it's mainly two teams you're going to go with. The leftover pieces, like that's why I don't even use Gideon in my team now. My Piet's set up with Veersley to be, his speed right now is 351, so I'm 371. 99% of the Brevins I'm facing, I outspeed with that. But if I need help, I can just put Gideon there and still outspeed him. It's not ideal, but I have him just as a backup. If not, then he's going on my Trey counter to go take out a bunch of shit with that team. The Sith Triumvirate with Gideon. It's delicious and full of vitamins and minerals. So yeah, that gives you a little bit of Darth Raki, what you can do and stuff. I'm curious, did he go back in and clean up that array? Now I'm curious, Nev. Is there any other facts? No, he went after Ray and just hasn't done anything yet. So, got his 13 banners.
I am liking Iden. I will be farming her.
Oh, you need to, dude.
I'm looking forward to farming her.
Oh yeah, I'm all in on Iden. Once I get these two Relic 9, these troopers, you can see I already put some pieces on there.
It's brilliant. She turns a team of pretty
So
track
good.
troopers into, a good fight.
One of the best teams in the game. All right, here we go, Nev. Last slice. We're gonna put the hot sauce on.
No, I remember when I first got together my, the Imperial Trooper team. The Piet, Gideon,
Oh, yeah.
and Dark Trooper with flares and stuff. That squad at Gear 11 was just beautiful. I was destroying Relic 7 Night System. It just works so perfect. It really, really does. And Iden just, it's really, it's Imperial Troopers. You can get so much out of Imperial Troopers at Gear 11.
Yep.
It is just, it's nuts.
Dalton Miles. Sato. Question, when is the Galactic Chase? Huzzah! The Galactic Chase, the greatest event ever, from March 4th to March 8th. Huzzah! Go get your Galactic character. Yay! Ooh. I'll get right into the jalapeno on that one. Yep. Mm-hmm. God, I'm a little snake on that one. Woo! 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 Like I bit into the jalapeno and I can just feel the burning juices going down my throat. I'm like, oh God, I can barely talk. God damn it. Making progress now. It hurts, but it's a good pain. It's a good pain. It's a good sensation.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. The problem, Nev, I'm eating all this hot stuff now. It hurts going in. It's going to hurt going out.
Oh. The worst part.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yep. Directly into the jalapenos on that one. Damn. I don't know what it is. It was just all the hot stuff. I had a little cut or something in my mouth. Ooh. Mm-hmm. It's burning. It's eating the inside of my mouth with the hotness. God damn it, Bobby. Bobby Samuels in the chat says, "What's up, gents? Well, I'll tell you what. My son Bobby's been over there sniffing that propane. What's going on, buddy? We're just in here answering questions. I'm just looking for questions right now. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to pop those in. I'm hanging out with my boy Nev from the GA Center. And we just covered the latest news. And now I'm keeping a word. I need more bourbon. All right, you're right, Brandon. Let me go. Brandon Rich is right. Let me drink some more bourbon. Thank you, Brandon. That hurts a lot. Yep. It's rinsing, cleansing the palate of pain and suffering with more pain and suffering. So yeah, don't add bourbon when eating tons of spicy food at the same time. Not the first choice. I mean, initially you're like, oh, it's so cold and refreshing, Nev. It's helping soothe the burning and fire. And you're like, wait a minute, the fire and the burning is getting worse and worse and worse. Bobby says that King of the Hill voice is great. Yeah, thank you. Burns so good. Come on, baby, make it burn so good. Oh my God. All right, I'm almost there. Almost there, Nav. Just a little further.
Oh, stay on target.
Loosen up. Get out of there, Nav. You can't do any more good back there.
Sorry.
Ooh. Damn, the hot sauce is getting everywhere. I put way too much on.
Damn.
Just almost there.
Tasty.
The last bite of the pizza. Sorry.
How large a pizza was it?
It was a large. Thin crust. I didn't go from like the regular crust.
What's a large? A 12-inch?
Whatever it is, yeah. But it's thin crust, so. Which makes it harder to do because, like, if you have a normal crust pizza, all that dough really does soak up the pain, right? Not with thin crust. Okay. All right, last bite for the skewers. Thank you for the pizza and the pain and the suffering and the jalapenos and the bourbon. Mission accomplished. Now, Nev, I'm really going to be stupid. Once this all gets rinsed out, I'm going to put some tobacco in my mouth. And that's really going to feel wonderful. Because I'm an idiot. Jeanette Baker says, question. What do you two want the GHC changes to be?
I'd like to see a new way of deciding ties. I really would. If they're going to make GAC this all-encompassing competitive focal point for the game, well, then they need to make sure, they need to make sure that it's kind of fair, you know.
You know what I would like to say? Stop squishing so much. Goddamn squishing. It's just like every time I get up there, Nev, they suck me back down. It's like, God damn it. I have a winning record, Nev. And I have less points than when I started GAC with. How does that happen, man? The first day of the new GAC changes, I was 38-10. I'm not 38-10 anymore. I'm 37-something. And I'm 15-9? How does that work?
They did changes. They made changes in the middle of the last month, remember?
Quit squishing me. I'm tired of being the squishy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Question: what's a benchmark to aim at for offense on GAC? On GAC.
What do you mean?
That's a really broad question. What's a good benchmark to aim for on offense? It depends on what you're trying to do. Like me and Nev's GACs are different. Nev's going for that full clear and banners. I'm not. I'm playing much more defensively now. Right? If I get the full clear, great. But mine is make your life miserable. Don't beat my teams, which I can do. And be efficient and just get as many points as I can. It's working, right? But Nev's totally different. Nev's like, I'm going to be strategic and I'm going to catch you, and then I'm going to burn your zone down and get all the points. Typically, what's a good score? I don't know what division you're in, Brandon, but like anything 1700 or higher in Kyber 1 is a really, or Kyber is a really good score.
In Kyber, it's a really, 1700 in any division of Kyber is a good.
Oh, he's not GAC gas. Shit, my eye was watering. I totally apologize, Brandon, on gas. Shit. For gas, not GAC. All right, oh no, someone stabbed me. I'm losing my mind. Well, Brandon, I just wasted 2 minutes of your life with a great answer to a question you had nothing about. So let's get to the correct portion of your question on gas. All right, there's 2 ways to do gas here, Brandon. My apologies, my friend. You have to forgive me, my eyes are watering. So for some reason, I thought that S was a C, and well, English is hard. Okay, now I can see. All right, so there's 2 ways you can go on gas. Now, I use gas a lot versus race. You can see mine's got almost 130,000 protection, but my offense is 9,500. 2 ways you can go with gas. If you want more damage, right, you're going to go less protection, go more offense to get his damage above 10,000. I've seen a lot of gases like that, but they're between like 95 and 110,000 protection, much less protection. Ideally, you want the protection and you want near 10,000, right? If I was to slice his mods a little bit, I could get that a little higher. But if you're going to go, I've seen a lot of people that they'll sacrifice offense for protection and then vice versa. They'll get much more damage and have way less protection. Depends on what you're going to use gas for. The way mine's modded is because I've used it against GL Rays and CLSs and shit like that. It's like, take your hits, fire back with as much offense as I get on there. Now, I went with an offensive arrow or a protection arrow. If I wanted to go more offense and less protection, I would lose protection if I wanted to do more damage. But you can see it's protection, 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 defense, and these are because these are the standard. But good offensive secondaries with protection secondaries, things like that. I'm not worried about his speed. It's just this. I've seen people go offense on here and offense here and then mix it up a little bit. But roughly those are the numbers and the kind of the modding you want. You can see I've also got a defensive set on him as well. Health is fine. If you want to go even more offense, go crit chance, that's fine. I just prefer mine to be a lot more tankier. Can take the hits, fire back, hit pretty hard, especially when you're facing Rays. You know, if you're going to use it against GL Ray, then yeah. If not, then you got some wiggle room. Now that I got the correct term for gas and not GAC, why didn't you correct me, Nev? You let me just talk nonsense. You were just in there laughing.
Yeah,
at me.
but you know, it was good nonsense.
That's true. I gave good answers to stuff that was non-related. Bobby says, great offense seconds. You got a chance for them to roll up. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll get more damage on him. He's not been a priority. He works the way he is right now. If I was to roll these and slice these up and hit those offenses, I mean, I'd have mine. Not only would I have chances of his being over 130,000 protection with 10,000 health or 10,000 offense, that'd be a nice gas there. So eventually I'll get back to him, but priority for me right now for modding is Star Killer. I got to get his mods up and running just to make him hit harder. Dark Trooper is just there because I need to take him to Relegate. Bigger priorities, 6E and on Fennec. I got to get her mods up and running, and same thing with Dadwad, Boba Fett, and Sliced. These 4 are basically gearing and slicing. So yeah. J-Man 1017 says, anyone looking to join a guild? We need 4. We are Rogue 2 spelled wrong like this. Hey man, one thing I will allow people to pimp out is their guilds and stuff. If you're looking for, that's totally cool with me. Now, if you're trying to advertise porn or go for it. If you're trying to advertise porn or any other thing, yeah, or websites, get permission first. But I respect that, J-Man. And hey, let me know what's your GP of your guild so people can go. Brandon says, thinks I was hitting 8.5k offense and if a little low. Yeah, probably. It is very low. All right, so this is Pubby1 Kenobi's favorite character. They're J-Man 1017. It's real simple. Mods for C, you don't worry about offense. You don't worry about speed or hit speed in the character. You want one thing. You want health with more health. Health primaries, and if you can get the health secondaries, that's a bonus. But health with more health. That's what you want. You, of course, the diamond in this one, but they're health sets. Now eventually I want to add even more for my C, but I just wasn't lucky with anything flat health and stuff. But I mean, as long as he's relic 780 to 185 is good. Relic 8, I think with 195 and just over 200,000 is really good. And then relic 9, if it's like anything over 200k is just great. So, but yeah, this is kind of what you're looking for your C. You notice I don't give a shit about his speed or anything else. It's all about just him taking those damages. The damages. Lots of damages. Bobby says that's a chunky boy. Yeah. Well, since we're at it, let's talk about how I have GLs. My GLs modded, right? So let me sort this by speed. You guys are asking questions, and we might as well get to it. So if you guys want to talk about like how you should be modding your GLs, there's a few different ways. So we're going to talk about the variations here, since you guys are asking about this stuff now. So GLs, you can see I just put my team in order, in speed order. That's how I kind of look at my modding and mods and stuff. So JMK is one of the few characters. Him and he's the one character that needs speed. You want to hit his ultimate as quickly as possible. I like health with him just to make him, you know, you can go whatever sets, but speed set in this, and anything 570 or higher is really the goal. Mine's 576. Works out perfectly. Lord Vader. It doesn't really matter the set, but there's two stats you're looking for, especially on him. And it's over 100,000 health, 200,000 protection is your main goal. And if you can get him around 11k like mine is on damage or higher, that's fine. Ray. There's two types of Rays out there. There's the I'm going to be beefy as hell and try to time you out Rays, and that's all health sets or speed sets with tons of health and protection. I don't know how you feel on that one, Nev. I'm not a big fan of that. I like my Ray to go slamming people to death. So I've got her nearly 12,000 damage offense. Not as much health and protection, right? But I'm not worried about that. She just hits hard. And with the team I run, she likes to harm people with those lightsabers. So
she is the bane of my existence.
She really is.
My Mara Jade usually takes her out.
So yeah, you can go crit chance along with this, but you can see how I've got her modded. Jedi Master Luke, pretty simple. You want health mods. You can go speed set with health mods if you want. Two numbers you're looking for is both over 100k health and protection. Why do you want protection over 100k and higher? And this is why he's one of the few that you should take to Relic 9, because both those stats go up tremendously. That protection translates over to the stats to the Jedi that are with him. You've got to read his kit and know why we say, yeah, you want him beefy with lots of health, but that protection is a key number that needs to be. Relic 7 near 100,000, but Relic 8 definitely over 100,000. Mine's almost at 110. I still have some slicing to do. Could hit some secondaries on these as well for some protection. But he's going to Relic 9, so my numbers are going to jump up very nicely. And that just helps you with your counters with him. SLKR, there's two ways to go with SLKR. You can go speed set with SLKR. He's one of the few characters that you can. And you can go less damage, usually 11k, 11.5 is what the number you're looking for with like fast speed on SLKR. Or you can go like me, where not as fast. He's only 505 speed, right? But he's nearly 13,550, and I still have some slicing to do on these mods to get him around 14k. I love a hard-hitting SLKR. That's what I use against Lord Vaders. I enjoy it tremendously. And then we talked about C, health, and more health. So for your GLs, there's just some ideas of what you can go with for what most people that are running the meta right now are doing their characters at. There's some variations of those, but the main goal is, if you're going to run a theme, go with it all the way. Don't half-ass it. If you're going to go fast SLKR, then you go fast SLKR. And then speed order, I'll let you guys ask. You can see Cat's Cat's over 360. Mary J's 360. Echo's in the 350s. Gideon's 350. Darth Revan 350. PS 350. Maul's around 350. Dash is 340. Same thing as Armor, 340 or higher. Quill's in the 330s. You know, what's the first character that's not 300? I know Thrawn is. Right, what's Thrawn's speed? He is 303. That's when it starts slowing down a little bit, but he only needs about 303 speed. Yeah, Dooku Stark. We start getting to the 290s to 300 with these 6 characters. So, but there is an order of speed on these characters and why I have them speeded a certain way that I do. All right, you guys have any other questions? Feel free to pop those in. I'm just getting over the aftermath of the liquid hot magma volcano that I just put in my mouth for the last hour. Hour and a half.
Magma.
Liquid hot magma. And now I shall cause myself more
He
pain.
hasn't done anything funny in a while, has he?
Mike Myers? No, after I think, what was that one, the Guru? He just, you know.
He was definitely on for a winner with Austin Powers and Shrek. I mean, those two. But I mean, yeah, when he was doing those two, he was putting it away. I just haven't seen anything, you know, as good as that since that. You know,
he made
what I mean?
a buttload of money, did all this, and he just, you know, with Wayne's World and all that other stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. Wayne's World was another cracker.
Bobby sent a question. Should I stop my SWGOH farm to gear up Mara Jade and Zam?
I dropped everything and simped very, very, very hard on Mara Jade, but I was fortunate I didn't have to farm her. I got a 330.
You got
drop.
lucky.
I got lucky. I got a 330 drop, so all I had to do, I was saving up for I was going for executor at the time, and I just dropped everything and spent every crystal I had, every piece of gear, and I just took her straight to Relic 5. I was like, yep, I don't care. This is Mara Jade, and
I'll do it. I won't.
So yeah, I simped to me, and then I got straight back on. You know, I just didn't have a crystal reserve anymore.
I did
like that. But she is worth it, right? Just I regularly take Palp Vader Mara against Rey and JML matches. You know, so if my opponent has put like JML or Rey on defense, you know, or both of them, I'm looking at that going, yay, I'm rubbing my hands with glee. I'll use my upback. It's great.
Bobby says, I only have Mara at 4-star. I mean, take her to gear 11. You can go and take her to gear 11.
100%.
I would
seriously.
I would do
take
Mara.
It to gear 11 and max the abilities.
Yeah, and if your bounty hunters aren't really high relic or geared to get the effect on the Omicron, or don't have the gear on Zam, then don't fuck around with it. Just go straight into. If you want to do Mara Jade, get her to gear 11. Cool. Then go back to get your damn GL done. All right, and then you'll be able to use SLKR to do the raids to go get more gear to go get them done faster. Huzzah!
Mm-hmm.
I missed a question from Gundam. He was sad about it, so I'm going to go back and look. He says, question, which is more terrifying? Kenpachi Zaraki from Blech going full Bankai and possessing the Carnage symbiote, or Godzilla explosive diarrhea? It's Kenpachi Zaraki, man. That guy is just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen everywhere. Oh my god. His badassery cannot be expressed in words. It's just unreal. That dude is the incarnate of what being a badass mother effer is. I mean, geez, I would, if I saw that dude, like, yeah. I mean, this is a guy so badass that he wears an eye patch to keep his power lower. He knows he's stronger than you, so he only uses one hand to hold his sword. He knows he's faster than you, so he puts bells in his hair so you can hear him, so you might have a chance against him. He's so badass, and he lets people stick them with the sword because he's done some bullshit, blinded and got rid of all of his senses. Like, well, I don't know where this person is. Lets them stab him, so then he goes and beats the shit out of him. He's one of the most badass characters. I'm not the biggest fan of Bleach. I mean, the anime itself has its moments, but that character itself, he's been one of my favorites. I just think his awesomeness cannot be expressed. Darth Heedy says it doesn't stink like Finn in here. What? Yeah, this is a no Finn zone right now. Right now, we have cleansed the world of the Finn at the moment, and maybe in our world, well, there's no happy accidents. We don't have Finn here right now. So I just ate a shit ton of hot food, Darth Hideous, basically pizza with jalapenos and with hot sauce and everything. And then I washed it down with bourbon, so I was in a lot of pain for the last hour and a half. A good pain. I loved it. It was delicious, but I was sweating and I couldn't see. I was getting my words mixed up. And then now I've been sitting here eating Pop-Tarts and cheese doodles.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just answering questions.
Snacking.
Answering questions and, with you guys. Darth Vader says, I just came to say hi and smash that like button and like half this lazy chat. Oh, don't be like that. Hideous speaks his mind. You got one thing to say about Hideous. Boy, he going to tell you what he thinks. It's like, I'm going to tell you what I think. You don't like one. Well, goddamn, I'll tell you what I'm like. It's like Boomhauer. Well, let me tell you something about that. Damn champion. Boy, I tell you, you better hit that thumbs up. That sounds like a fun morning tomorrow, Ranger. Yeah, I'm going to have to take a little bit of the old milk of magnesia. A little Pepto-Bismolus. All right. So Hideous will stop yelling at us. Will you please hit the like button, guys? Good Lord. Qui-Gon Jin says, good afternoon, Ranger. Nev, skewers, been busy at this thing called work. Well, I think a lot of us have been busy with this thing called work, and we respect it. It's a hump day celebration, so come on in, Qui-Gon. You're always welcome here. Dorothy just says they put this show on for how many years now? Some love. We're getting ready to hit our 300th episode in 2 weeks, Nev. I have no earthly idea what the hell I'm going to do for it. I may just say, hey, it's the 300th episode.
I've expressed some ideas to you.
I don't know what to do. Someone else take over. I'm too busy, man. I can't be the infamous beta tester and all this other shit. I'm just going to be like, 300 episode, let's say, great. Whoever wants to come on. And then we'll just hang out. Get drunk. Because at this point, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm really the one doing it, and because Finn's got a lot of stuff on his plate right now. So, but he'll be there, I'm pretty sure, for that. We'll think about that. No, 300 episodes. 6 years will be in end of June. Beginning of July. Beskar Bandita. Hola, Holmes. What's going on? Says, howdy, Ranger. You don't need no stinking badges. Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Darth Vader says, I might have to shove for this party. You're welcome. Everyone's welcome to the 300 episode 2 weeks. So we'll have the 300 coming up here in 2 weeks. And then we've got the 6 years, man. In July, end of June, July. Qui-Gon says, question, how does that Kyle Katarn TM work? Didn't matter in end, but a 258 went before my 367 Piat after Veer's lead. Well, so you have to take into account with Kyle Katarnis. If you we'll go to Rebel Fighters. We don't need to see Mon Mothma. So if you look at his kit, right? So depending on what you have, you see I've got offense and I got crit chance because I like him to hit hard. But I've got a speed at 277. And that's really when we're around 280, 285, right? Because he gets, is it blue milk? No, it's TB. Oh, yeah, here it is. At the start of each encounter, Kyle Katarn gains 10% turn meter for each other Rebel fighter ally. 50% of his speed, you add that in, he gets to like 400 speed. So if you have a 258, roughly, right, I'm just giving you the numbers here, Qui-Gon. So take 50 of what it is 258, it's roughly around 125, 130. Add that on, that's why he went ahead of your Piet. Who's at 367, and I'm being a little loose with the numbers here, but that's why mine's like over 400, So, but that explains it. Old Joss's question: any new tricks for non-GL counters to Ami, Qui-Gon Jinn, and GAC? Yeah, it's called Bad Batch. They eat that shit alive, dude. There's quite a few teams that beat the hell out of that now. What are some of the teams? It's I know Gas does it. I know CLS can do it, but there's a particular order. Bad Batch eats it alive, dude. I mean, it does. I mean, if I see Qui-Gon, I'm like, that's an easy 65 with Bad Batch. You got to have, what's her name? Beta? No, what's her name? I have to go think about the goddamn Bad Batch. Omega. Somewhat decently geared and stuff. So yeah. At 40, remember you got to count him as well, Qui-Gon, for each Rebel fighter, and he's a Rebel fighter too. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Rebel fighters.
Can't wait to get mine.
50%, not 40.
His drop rate is horrendous. I am lucky if I get double-digit shards from 3 refresh. It's nuts.
Whatever the math, it's just he's fast. Maybe I got that wrong.
I've got him at 5 stars. He'll be one farm I'll be glad to not have to do anymore.
He was catching up on the vid and considering another donation, but it's supposed to be used for hookers and blow, and you apparently gave that up. No, I put it on hold, man. I gave it up because y'all keep wanting me to get other shit. I begged for years for hookers and blow. You know, Keegan, if you want to donate, I will keep it for hookers and blow. But I'm just being realistic, man. Hookers and blow cost some cash only. So other people want me to buy packs or get pizza or get bourbon. I'm like, fine. Let's go for what we can get. Yes, Brandon's let me know it was Omega. Omega. With Ricky. Teach. I'm pretty sure it's the way it works, man. I mean, when you do that with that ability, it's like, yeah, at the start of the encounter, Kyle Katarn gains 10% 10 meter for each other Rebel fighter ally. All right, so let's say 40%. Add 40%. I mean, it still puts his crazy ass number up there. I don't know.
Started my fleet climb 15 minutes early.
Do it. Use your aggressive feelings, boy.
Mm-hmm.
It says other Rebel fighters and Mammoth isn't a Rebel fighter. That's true. Whatever the math is, he's just fucking fast. God damn it. Turn to Hustler and Red Bull. Yeah. Man can dream, old Josh. A man can dream. We got to have those. You got to get those things that we're thinking about, right? Those dreams and memories. Things that we want. Of course, I always want hookers and blow. Of course, I thought I'd be a billionaire by this time and would have a mansion. You guys could all come over and we just drink and hang out by the pool all the time and play Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. But nonetheless. Yeah, those are the days. I'm going to get up on them completely, but, we'll take what we can get, right? So let's say 40%. So, like, mine's 277. I know there's you went around 280. So, 277 times 0.4, right? So, that adds 110. So, that makes mine... 111. So, 277... plus 111 equals... Mine's 388 speed. You're multiplying by 1.3 when you need to divide by 0.7. How dare you? I know I'm stupid, Brandon. You don't... See, Brandon reminding me that I didn't graduate... That my 3rd grade education is failing me. Thank you, Brandon. Remind me of my math skills. Hey, Beskar Bandito with $1.99 says kick booster for the hookers and blow fund. Hey, there we go. Only $998,999 to go. Or 999,998. Got the 8 wrong. So he's 367, 1 on the tie. There you go. See, we figured it out. It took me a minute, Qui-Gon. I may be dumb, but I'm done. Qui-Gon or Gundam says, question: who wins? Luke Skywalker Legends versus Darth Revan Legends? Pff, Darth Revan.
Oh, whoa! If we're
True
picking
Revan.
and choosing,
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, which Luke Legends? What
No,
level?
I'm sorry.
Of Luke?
What I'm saying is, Jedi. Luke Skywalker at his peak versus Darth Revan at his peak. I say Luke wins.
I say it's Revan because he has the light side and the dark side. That's kind of 50-50. Like, you could make good arguments for either or, right?
He hit his peak. Definitely, I think he hit his peak during the Yuzong War because he had to learn all over again.
No, that was all Prego Mara Jade's time to shine. Let's not talk about Luke when it was Prego Mara Jade kicking that ass. No, I actually think his peak was against Abeloth. He almost killed her himself. Although he did need Crate to finish the dirty work, right? Mm-hmm. But then Revan's feats are pretty
I think he was. I think he was at his peak when he was still in his early years as a Jedi
Now that
Master.
I think about some of those stuff, I'm gonna give the slight nudge to. And Revan's my favorite character, but I'd give the slight nudge to Luke. In certain aspects, like if his lightsabers, it's definitely Revan. I mean, he's unbelievable. I mean, but
yeah, I just think that the Luke at his peak would have been, would have won the fight. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Luke is cool. They're different types of coolness. Okay, Revan is a different coolness to Luke Skywalker, and he's still badass. I'm just saying, I mean, here's the thing: if you put 21-year-old or 18 to 21-year-old Revan against Luke Skywalker, he'd wipe the floor with him.
No, same to young Luke too. I mean, but no, I think their top form that they would be in. Yeah, I'm gonna give the nudge. I'm gonna give the slight nod to Luke, but by a care's whisker of an ass, man. Keegan sent super chat, but it said but it didn't appear to go through. Well, that's not good. Well, there's also the PayPal. That's the Ranger J 1999 bourbon and Herks and Blow coffee fund. You can go donate to. That's in the description. We're gonna do that instead. So YouTube, man, sometimes I always tell people to go to PayPal. I always get weird stuff with super chats. Of course, I just get problems with the goddamn chat for regular chat. We're talking about super chats. Quiet John says it's all good. It was a pucker to start with, but once DT said hello, they weren't there no more. Hell yeah, baby. Lord Megatron, the Decepticons are here. Well, holy shit. What's going on?
Lord Megatron is here. Hello.
Megatron! The goodest ever says Kit Fisto beats them both with that smile. Yeah, good old Kit Fisto. About all he's got going for him in this game.
Well, I mean, he did get to make out with Ayala Sakura once, and that was kind of hot.
Yeah, but he didn't go all the way.
Lucky get.
My lips are still got a little bit of the suffering on there. All right, well, I'm going to make it worse now. I'm going to put some tobacco in. So now that I've eaten that much hot food, drinking some bourbon, I'm going to drink some more bourbon for the skewers. I mean, they bought it for me, so that's what I got to do. I am now going to put some tobacco in my mouth, and I already know that it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt, Nev. But I'm prepared. Yeah. Just can feel it immediately. Yeah. There we go. Immediate pain now. Like
Immediate
just
burn.
Everywhere burning. Just like, God damn, man. My mouth's going, what is wrong with you? You have brain damage. it's bad enough that you're eating all that hot food and jalapenos and pepperoncinis and putting all that hot sauce on. Then you were washing it down with more acidity with bourbon. Now you're gonna put some tobacco in there.
You're a glutton for punishment, Ranger.
I can handle me some pain.
God damn it.
I've been known to handle some pains. I've got some big owies I've handled. Hell, even when I'm in pain, I stream. I did that the other day when my back was out. I was like, well, the show's got to go on. Time to drink some bourbon, take some pain medicine, and wrap up the old back with the heating pad and get going. Lord Maker Johnson, sorry I'm late, but I ride exactly what I'm into. Yeah, that's right. That's right. A wizard is never late, nor is he early, Frodo Baggins. He rides precisely when he means to. You're late.
Oh my.
Oh my what?
No, you just said you're late. I just said, oh my.
Well, that was what Frodo said. He said, you're late, my dear Frodo Baggins. A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He rides precisely when he means to. Mr. Bone says, I lost track of time while plundering resources again. Hey, Lord. There we go. Well, he's got to get that quota for Energon. You can get off his back. He's busy, he's sucking out those resources. Jeanette says, we play SWGOH. We all know what pain is. Yeah, that's true. That's a very good true statement there, Nev. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're all gluttons for punishment. Where am I?
We loves it. We love when the precious hurts us.
The precious.
Let's have the precious. You know.
What else? Any three
Even
says
when it's treated as like crap, we still want.
That's true. The question: what are the best options on an SK team with Barris lead? He also has Rey and Lord Vader out front with SK and possibly JNK behind that. Barris lead? Jesus Christ, you would ask me that. I'm not a big fan of that team.
I've not seen one of them in quite some time.
What else do you want to run with them? What's the Sith you're going to run with them? What else? Anything? That's the question. What are my options? Because Barris doesn't really help me. Okay, Barris lead with Star Killer, right? So you need a light side underlined Force user. Now, so who's that going to be? And then Visas, cool, or somebody else. What? And then what are going to be your two Sith and dark side unaligned? I'm not a big fan of the Barris lead. Oh no, that's the team I have to counter. It's Barris, SK, Mar, etc. Oh, go SLKR. This is what's the best option for with Barris lead. Yeah, SLKR, take that out. Do some poking and AoE and First Order Officer. That's what I used to beat it the other day. If you have a GL, I mean, yeah, it's fine. Oh, that's what the team you're facing. So it's Barris, Starkiller, Mar, etc. Really, Mar and Palpatine with Barris lead? Ew. I don't understand. What am I missing here on that team, Nev? If you go Barris lead, then, yeah, but Palpatine's on the leadership, and then Mar... I don't get it.
Is it an auto-deployed team?
No, it's a Starkiller team I've heard something about, but it's like, For the Coggies here says, what's up, Ranger? Well, you missed all the pain and suffering. I ate my pizza with the jalapenos, the hot sauce, drink with bourbon, and now I'm using some tobacco in the mouth. So I'm in a lot of pain, and you missed all of it. And I'm not reliving it for you. You'll have to watch the video from the start. It's looking actually good, Thane. He made one attack, maybe he's attacked again. Went after Rey, and it didn't go well for him. So Rey did Rey things, and we were looking really good for our attack phase. Nev, take half the squadron, wait for my signal to begin your attack run. You'll do it for those skewers and you will like it. No, I won't. And I did do it for the skewers and they did like it. You just weren't here. This team is actually Barris, Starkiller, Crew, Visas, and Dooku. What the okay. I'm trying to all right, Nev, let me try to figure this out. Barris, Starkiller, Crew, Visas, and Dooku.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Taunt. Barris for the heal, Visas for the revive, Dooku for the stealth and the shock.
Yeah,
does Starkiller get something out of shock?
Just SLKR that and get your nice banner run there. It's not a very fast team. It doesn't have... I mean, it meets the requirements, so it does do some things. The tank's always taunting and all that stuff, but it doesn't scream to me like, you know, it's made to stop CLS. Okay.
Then don't use CLS against it.
Yeah, don't use CLS. Well, I wasn't thinking CLS. But I'm still trying to figure that one out. But
my opponent put JML and JMK on defense.
Get him, Nev.
Well, what I did as soon as I saw his JMK, it's only Relic 6.
Oh well.
Oh
my.
And the Ahsoka is only Relic 5. So I went and looked at his history, and I saw how many. Went and looked at the people that beat that team and what they used, and a standard JML team seems to beat it. So that's what I'm going to do.
Do it.
Then against JML, I'll do Palp, Vader, Mara.
Oh yeah.
Palp, Vader, Mara. Let's see who else is it. Treya.
Oh yeah.
What?
Go get nasty.
Takes a little bit longer. It takes about 4 minutes because you got all that bonus protection from bloody Bastilla to get through.
Yeah.
It takes a while to chew through an extra, 200% extra health protection. It takes a while to chew through that.
So he's put him made the one attack on Ray, and I was like, wait, did maybe he attacked up north and I didn't notice it? No, just the one run. Got his 13 banners. It's like, nope. All right, we're winding it down there, folks. Just had a fun day of hot, spicy food and all kinds of goodies. And not to worry, we'll be back tomorrow for the lunch stream for some more fun-filled days of GACs and what are the events for tomorrow? Nothing. No, you can earn radish shards tomorrow. Great. I need them actually because I need to turn those in for shard currency for the shard store because I need to get me those pieces for Relic 9. So we'll be back tomorrow during the lunch stream with you guys. We'll do GAC and all that fun stuff. We'll kick ass, take names, and maybe we'll do some mini roster reviews. We'll answer your questions, all that stuff. We do that lunch stream Monday through Friday, 12 Eastern, 11 Central. Saturday we'll have the Jedi Academy. We'll also have D&D as well. Anything else? Boopity boopity boppity boopity. No, I think that's it. Nev, where can folks check you out at?
Check me out at the Escape Podcast on YouTube and Escape Podcast on Twitch.
Is he Twitch?
My GACs.
Yeah, that's right. So you can check that out. So make sure you hit the thumbs up before you get on out of here.
The like.
Smash that like button before Darth Hideous has another episode in the chat. And then subscribe so you can get the alerts. And then, I think we're good to go. So I'm going to go... I'm going to go lay down. Let this process through me.
Prepare for the inevitable.
Prepare for the pain and suffering in about 8 hours and stuff.
Movements that will occur tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
yes.
some bally movements. Some hot and spicy enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's spicy.
It's so
Yes,
spicy.
very nice. It's so nice.
Josh, it was good seeing you again too. Good to see everybody. Thank you all for attending. Thank you for all the questions and interactions. It's very much appreciated. So don't worry, we stream all the time. And if you're subbed and you get that notification when we're streaming. So not just here, but on Twitch. And I do other streams. You can ask Nev. I do the GA Center with Nev on the Escape podcast.
Co-host with me on GA Center, yeah.
And then, so I'm all over the place. On top of this show, I do other shows and do videos with Cubs and Heinze and hang out with those guys and, Chalky Milk AP games. You go down the list. I've done it. So have a great rest of your day. Love you guys. Be safe. If you need me for anything, hit me up in Discord. Discord's linked in the description along with everything else. So you can hit me up. As I always say, I may not respond right away in Discord, but I will respond. So don't be shy. If you have any questions about the game or thing and I'm not available streaming at the moment, don't worry. Find me in Discord. You can message me directly and say, hey, I got this, and this. What do you think? I'll be more than glad to help you. That's what we do here at RSG, and it's what I do specifically. So everyone have a great rest of your night. Enjoy your hump day. Let's get to that weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some GAC action. And we will holler at you then. Peace out.
Toodles.